Alright, everybody, welcome to episode 2 of Husky Offset Plays Subnautica. We have a pretty exciting episode this time. Last time, episode 1, we accomplished quite a lot. We got our starter habitat going, we got our Seamoth. I have a Seamoth somewhere, don't I? Don't I? What is it? Way over here.
Welcome aboard, Captain.
Don't remember why I parked it way over there. I like to park it in front of my house. Alright, as I was saying, we got our starter habitat built. We have our Seamoth.
Welcome aboard, Captain.
We are accumulating a small amount of goods. We have a battery charger. Oh, that reminds me. I desperately need to get some copper. Yeah. Alright, this episode, I'm planning on revisiting that giant U-shaped wreck over here by Lifepod 17. We are going to complete our search of that wreck, and in the vicinity of the wreck, we are also going to hunt for limestone nodes so that we can find a bunch of copper and make at least 4 more batteries. We'll probably also do a little exploring, probably head up north, go like this way, fill in our map during our copper hunt. But let's start out by checking our food and water stores. Alright, we go through our checklist. 2 water, 2 medkits, 2 food on us. Let's see. Alright, we are hungry enough to make a fresh peeper. Yummy. Nothing like peeper in the morning. Or whatever. I guess it's nighttime. There we go. And how are we doing for water? Oh, we made a bunch of water last time. We have some fancier water. We have our tap water that we make, this filtered stuff. And we have this Dasani water here, a little bit fancier. This is plus 20% in our thirst meter. This is plus 30. We will be sticking with our plain old tap water. And actually, I think I'm going to grab a third one. We go through water a lot quicker than we do food, so it would be helpful to have that. I'm going to ignore that radio message until we do a couple of things in this episode. We don't need the propulsion cannon blueprint as we have made that. Let's head for Lifepod 17. Have I not? Where? Oh, it's behind my habitat. There it is. Alright, let's get out there. Let's find that U-shaped wreck. Let's explore it. We may end up making several trips. Mostly what we're going to end up... Oops, there's possible copper right there. Let's get that. Oh, it's a good start to the day. Got us a piece of copper right away. I like it. I like it. As I was saying, mostly what we're going to end up with is titanium, because most of the stuff in the wreck is going to be fragments that we've already scanned, or that we already have the item for, so that will just get converted into 2 pieces of titanium every time we scan one of those. Oh, there is a... Speaking of scanning and etc., let's scan this guy to get us titanium, and also to sort of neaten up the ocean floor. I don't like being part of the crew that, you know, made a litter all over. Is that salt right there? I don't like being part of the group that came in and trashed up the ocean with a lot of debris. So I'm going to scan those fragments when I find them and clean up the area. Leaving litter around is ecologically unsound.
shouldn't litter, faghetti. It's ecologically unsound.
Alright, there's Lifepod 17, and there is our big U-shaped wreck. And we are gonna start methodically with this upper door. And make sure we scanned everything. I sometimes feel like the game sneaks stuff in after I've been someplace. Now that we have the propulsion cannon, we can move some of these crates that we weren't able to get at before because they were, you know, tight up against a wall or something. And see, that one's solid. Alright. And there is the air duct that we have to go in. Let's just make sure all of these crates are... Oop! Haha! There's one of the fragments. So a good start to the day. Alright, there's another one. You can hear the plaintive call of the reef bag in the distance as it goes about its daily business. Alright, that's everything. I think we are going to pop out and refill our air tank. And while I'm at it, let's sort of nestle up a little closer here. Alright, let's make sure both tanks are full. They are. I wish I had a place to offload. Those of you running unmodded Subnautica are gonna run out of space in a hurry. I feel sorry for you. And that's why I put my engineer's mod on so that I could have some more space. Because otherwise you spend, I mean, you can still accomplish all of the same stuff, and I wouldn't change my strategy if I was, oop, almost missed that one. I wouldn't change my strategy if I was playing unmodded. I would just spend a lot more time traveling back and forth to my base to unload the dead end, to unload, also dead end, my storage, because it would fill up so quickly. So, and nobody wants that. That's not an exciting episode at all. Let's see. Let's look for, there we go. There is an item. There's an item. And alright, chairs.
Passing 100 meters. Oxygen efficiency
Do
decreased.
we have... I didn't bring the... Did we make... I forget if we made a rebreather. I can't remember if we did. We aren't going to go down that tunnel just yet. Let's see. I'm getting myself wedged in here a little bit. There is another fragment.
30 seconds.
And there's another fragment. And there's another fragment. Alright, I think we have... Oh, there's another fragment. I think we have pretty well... And there's another fragment. I think... And we're full. How about water? Oh, we can pick one thing up. And there's another one there. Okay, well, it's time to go back home and empty our stuff out. was gonna say, where didn't I leave a Seamoth out here somewhere? Yes, I actually went out the other door. So when we come back, we will park at that other door, because apparently that's where we are. So yes, now we have to travel back to base, empty all our stuff out, and come back. So if you're running unmodded, that's going to happen way quicker, because your storage amount is going to be a lot smaller. So sucks to be you. I might actually take the time to make a battery. With that one copper found early on.
Welcome aboard, Captain.
Put away our titanium. Titanium Festival. And let's see, we've got salt. And medkit. Let's grab a couple of acid mushroom. And make a battery. We should have one sitting in the charger, so this will be our spare now. Let's see. We are going to go ahead and swap that. That should charge fairly quickly. Let's see. Flashlight. We'll wait for this guy to charge. All right, there we go. And let's head back.
Welcome aboard, Captain.
A lovely day for a trip back and forth. We will eventually find storage modules for the Seamoth, so that we won't have to do as much of stuff like this. Oh, and there was the wreckage being drawn, that pink cloud that sort of flashed up there briefly. If you see that in your game, that is the game engine drawing a new asset in the distance. And if you don't know what it is, that is a clue that you should go over there and investigate. You can use the quirks of the game engine against it. All right, we were working in. Were we working in here? No, we were actually working in here because we came in. This is the tunnel up to the first area, so we were working in here. And I think we completed this room, at least in so much as. Oh, that's right. We have to pick up that titanium. And I think all of these cargo boxes, except for the one on the very bottom of this pile, which I don't know. Dig our way down to that one. Really? I guess we could. No, come on. I'm trying to get this guy out. Game, I'm looking right at something, and you're refusing to move that one. Let's see, which one was it? It was okay. It was the one at the bottom of this pile. And again, it's going to insist on grabbing not the one I'm aiming at, but everything else around it. Aren't you? Aren't you, game? This one right here.
30 seconds.
This one right here. That's all I want to do is look at this one. Okay, well, just exactly like I thought. Now that I've used up all of my oxygen and most of the battery of this thing, thank you very much, game, for being really, really dumb. Appreciate it. Appreciate it, game. Love you. Out of the way, biter. I'm not in a mood for any nonsense. Alright. Now that we've tumbled all of the crates in this room, in our outrage and frustration of not being able to look at that one crate, let's check this room out.
Passing 100 meters.
Scan that.
Oxygen efficiency decreased.
Fragment here. And again, I went back and I did not make a rebreather. So, good job, bro. Good thinking. Battery charger. Alright, this room is cleansed. And, oh, ooh. Almost missed that one. Goodness knows, what would we have done without those 2 titanium pieces? No idea. Alright, let's see, where is our door? Here's our door. Let's replenish our oxygen once again. Alright, make sure both tanks are full. And I was running around with an empty tank this whole time. Wow. Wow, what an idiot. Jeez, it's a really good thing. See, at some point I didn't follow my rule and make sure both tanks were full. We were lucky in that I didn't actually need it. Alright, we're going to go through this other tunnel here, and we will end up in the room way at the end with the giant cylinder sort of protruding into the room. And this is the last place we have to check. There is the giant cylinder that I was talking about. Alright, we have a battery charger fragment, and we have a whatever that is, modification station fragment.
Near blueprint acquired.
Really? You're gonna... There was a propulsion cannon fragment in the box, and apparently I moved the box, but not the fragment. So... I don't know how that works, but that's what happened. Alright, and that's the box we moved, so it should be empty. And mobile vehicle bay.
30 seconds.
Oh, mobile vehicle bay. Oh, come on, really? Game, really picky. Alright, we're gonna... Let's grab this poster. Turn off our light. Let's grab the poster, and we need to go back into
Passing 100 meters. Oxygen efficiency decreased.
We are gonna get... We're gonna fill our oxygen again, and come back in for one last trip to that room at the far end. Both tanks. Thank you very much. we're gonna go back to our house and we're gonna recharge batteries. We're gonna... How did I miss that? I swear this game adds things after I've been through a room. I swear to God. It was right out in the open. How could I have possibly missed that? Amazing. Alright. Back into our tunnel. All the way down to the end of the wreck. And let's see. That box is solid. We can't get in. There is, what, water in here. We've got a chair. PDA.
Integrating new PDA data.
Text information to read. And actually, I think that's it for this room. Alright, we're done. We are done with this wreck. Is awesome, and we do have a few slots left, so hopefully we can find... It would be awesome if we could find
30 seconds.
Copper on the way back. Alright, let's look. Yep, we've got 10 slots left. Let's go north a bit. And let's hunt limestone on the way. A good start. Alright, keep your eye open for limestone, everybody. Limestone. I see a couple. Just have to hunt around in these canyons. Find some limestone outcroppings and mine them. Farting manatees just polluting the water everywhere. Alright, I think that's 2. Oh, we've got our 4 copper, but we can pick up a couple more items. Let's do that. Lead. Of course it's lead. Of course it's lead. Why would it be anything else? Except for lead.
Welcome aboard, Captain.
Have we got 2 spots left? Yes. Well. Alright, I'll do it. This will be our final 2 spots. Some titanium. And back home we go. So now, actually, are we filling in? Yeah, let's go this way a little bit. No use wasting the journey. Let's fill in our map. Oh, I just went over a racket. I didn't even notice it. We will have to go back and explore that when we are empty. I am going to ignore it for now because once we make the laser cutter, I'm going to have to revisit all wrecks anyway to make sure I cut into all the ones that we need to cut into. So we are going to ignore that. We are going to put
Welcome
away...
aboard, Captain.
Thank you, Edna. We are going to put away our titanium. And we, in fact, are going to make... Apologies for the noise. We are going to make... we are going to make a titanium box. Can I... I can't center this because it's... This is the seam between the two things. It has to be on one side or the other, so I'm going to put one here. And then we'll put one next to it right here. Alright, this is going to be another titanium box. Alright, and let's see, we've got miscellaneous. Let's put the poster in there. Let's make 4 batteries. So we need 8 of these guys. And a battery. Alright, let's see, let's switch out our batteries. Alright, so we just finished filling that one. Let's go ahead and swap our other guy out. So now we have an actual extra battery. We have the spare that we carry with us. We have all of our devices, which are at 100%. Ooh. Habitat builder trying to sneak in at 98. I caught you. I did. 98. Okay. So we are going to swap that. There we go. And these guys will charge up, and that we now have everything fully charged. Spare battery with us. We have 1 extra that's sitting in the cabinet. We have 4 sitting in the charger. We are golden. Sweet deal. Let's make a fresh peeper for breakfast. Alright, let's talk about next steps. Well, we have our radiation suit, so we can go visit the Aurora. And I'm... oh, what did I forgot to eat. I forgot to eat the Peeper I made. Let's put that water in, and let's grab... Alright. Put away the lead. And grab another... There we go. Okay. We are set. Now, what was I saying? Let's consider our next steps. I would very much like to go visit the Aurora to see what we can do there. So now that we have our radiation suit, we are able to do that. It's also helpful to have the Seamoth, and it is very helpful to have the propulsion cannon. Those aren't strictly necessary, but they're helpful. And it would also be helpful to have the laser cutter. And I think we have the blueprint for that, but we lack the diamonds. We have not come across diamonds yet, so we can't build that. Oh, interesting. We could make this with the modification station, but I don't believe we can make the modification station, because that also requires diamond. So, yeah. We could, however, put a TV in. I'm going to call this a TV rather than a picture frame. We could also put in a trash can and a desk and a chair. We'd have to add more rooms to our little thing, but we could do that. But let's go ahead, and we are actually... Oh, you know what I'm going to do? Do we have the pattern for the blueprint for the beacon? We do. Oh, I really want to build... We are going to look for some more copper so that we can build a couple of beacons. Alright, let's head to the south. And let's explore that way a little bit and see. We didn't even need to go very far, and we found something to scan already. I'm looking for limestone so that I can find some more copper. I think we might have been down here before. It's just that we didn't have the mapping. We didn't have the compass installed, so we didn't make a map. We need at least 2 copper. Preferably, I would actually like to find a whole bunch more. So I might just spend a little bit of time going around. This guy's laughing at me. He's laughing at me. You heard him. Going around finding some more. Here's another beacon fragment. I thought that was limestone. Alright, there is a crashfish just down the thing a little bit there. So if we go down there, we're gonna have to... Oh, we have the propulsion cannon. We can deal with it rather easily.
30 seconds.
Alright, buddy. Yeah. As long as we're out here, let's refill our oxygen and then we go back in.
Oxygen.
Out of all that business, one copper. One measly copper. 2. Alright, we have some more possibilities here. Well, as long as we're on a roll, I am going to keep looking in this cave. Apparently we are going to harvest a fair amount of quartz this morning. Once we have a scanner room up and running and the HUD chip, we won't have to go out and hunt up this kind of stuff. We will just scan for what we're looking for, and then we will go out and go right to it. It is a much more civilized approach to mining, I must say. This is something that I would, later on, I will do off camera. Once we've, like, filled our map in quite a bit, I will probably not do this on camera anymore, except, you know, when I happen to be out doing other stuff, I'm still gonna, you know, grab limestone nodes when they're right in front of my face and stuff. But I won't do a thing where I go out and spend a bunch of time on camera doing mining like this, because that is a pretty boring episode.
Oxygen.
And there's a gold rolling around here somewhere. Here it is. Trying to get away from me. Alright, we're going to take this load of stuff back to the habitat, and we are going to build ourselves a number of beacons. We are going to deploy one underneath the habitat. We are going to name it Fabulous Habitat, because that's what it is. Then we can turn off the...
Welcome aboard, Captain.
We can turn off the beacon for the Lifepod, because we won't actually be going back there anymore. Alright.
Welcome aboard, Captain.
Let's make 3 of these. We are gonna... 2 of them we will carry with us. 1 we're going to deploy underneath the Hab. That will be our marker for this place. Forgot so quickly. And of course we have to do our battery swaps. Alright, battery swaps. 3. And 5, it looks like we used a little bit of power there. So we will... Alright, otherwise I think we're set to go, well... Food-wise... Okay... Well, I am going to... We're gonna stuff ourselves on fresh cooked Peeper. And I'm gonna grab another water. We might have to fish when we come back. And we are gonna go outside and underneath our hab, and we are going to deploy that guy there, and then name this Fabulous Habitat. Alright. And then we are going to go in the beacon manager, and we're going to change the color to red, because Fabulous Habitat is a safe place that we can go inside for protection and oxygen. We're going to turn off Lifepod. And now, finally, we are going to head to the east, and we're going to head for the front of the Aurora, because we know the front is open because a bunch of the front got blown away in the quantum explosion. We don't know about the rest of the ship. I have no idea where the doorways are on the spaceship when it's not blown up. So we don't know if we can get in. It's unlikely we can get in the back. I mean, that's where the engine exhausts are. Probably don't have... There's a reef back just under us there. Probably don't have doors underneath the ship. And on the sides that we can get to, there might be some sort of hatch to get in and out of the ship. I don't know. But our best bet is to go to the front. Because like I said, a large portion of that was blown off, so there's probably a way to get in up there. So that's where we're going to start. And, whoop, what is this? Now, I did this on purpose. I added this particular direction because I knew I would likely run across this. I don't believe we've received a radio message from this Lifepod yet, but here's Lifepod 4, and as per all of the Lifepods we've had so far, this one didn't have good luck either. They, not only do they have a hole, they're upside down in the water. Nobody's here, but there is some stuff inside. Let's go in and check it out. There is a first aid kit. There is a data box with a blueprint for creature decoy.
New blueprint acquired.
And there is a PDA with voice record.
Integrate.
To any Altera crew. Landed in area of significant alien activity. Encountered predators in the Leviathan class, highly aggressive. Spectroscope scanner assigned species designator Reaper. One specimen attempted to swallow the Lifepod, doing extensive damage in the process. Only viable option is to make for the safety of the Aurora crash site. I have retrieved a data box with the creature decoy and enough resources to fabricate a couple of them. The swim's longer than the decoy lifetime, but it should just be enough to keep them busy. If you don't find me on board the ship, presume I miscalculated.
Alright. Well, there you have it. We might find them on the ship. That would be good. This area is known to have Reaper Leviathans in it. I have never been attacked by one while I've been at this Lifepod, so I don't know that they come up here. We can see Stalker and sand sharks down there, but no Reapers so far. Let's get back in our Seamoth and let's head to the ship. And running on the surface seems to be, generally speaking, safer as far as Reaper Leviathans are concerned than traveling underneath, deeper in the water. I'm not guaranteeing it's 100% perfectly safe, but I generally do this on this run, and I've never been attacked by a Reaper Leviathan.
Life form readings in this region are sparse. The Aurora's radioactive fallout will have devastating effects on the alien ecosystem if not contained within the next 24 hours.
Okay, there is your first view of a Reaper Leviathan, and he just went under the sand. Call an illegal move. They shouldn't be able to do that. The shaking is from the ship. Secondary explosions and things breaking off and stuff like that. The Reaper Leviathans are roaring. That You can sort of hear it in the distance. And I think, generally speaking, you're safe inside this area here. I have had a Reaper Leviathan come in after me when I was sitting here in this opening and it was dark and I had my light on, and it saw me and like locked on and came in after me. Came all the way up in here, which I had never seen before. That's the only time that's ever happened to me, but it did happen, so be warned that they don't, generally speaking, come in here, but apparently they will chase you in here. So just be aware of that. But they apparently need some sort of goading in order to come in here. Like you sitting there on the edge with your lights on so they can see you easily. Alright, once you get in here, you're looking for this place where the floor comes down into the water. And there's 2 spots where you can get into the Aurora. We're going to start... let's see, how much space do we have? Good, we have a little space. Let's start here. Alright, we'll start on this side. And you should get out your propulsion cannon. Because there's all these little dudes. These cave crawlers. And the easiest way to deal with them is to give them free flights out into the water with your propulsion cannon. You can also like pick them up and shoot them into, you know, the debris and stuff. And I tried that, and a lot of times it takes 2 such things to kill them. So it's much better to... That's not what I was going for. I didn't know it came. It's much better to shoot them out into the water, because once you do that, they don't seem to come back. As for this other doorway, here, you're going to need to clear away debris. So if you don't have the propulsion cannon, you can't actually get in this doorway. The other doorway is not blocked like that, so you can get in. Oh, and I forgot to bring the fire extinguisher. However, if you have forgotten to bring the fire extinguisher, don't panic, because on each side there is a full one sitting there. So this full one is here. And we are forced to put out fires to get into this room. So we're going to do that. Alright. And now we're into the room. There is a collapsed floor that we can actually get under. And we can see that there is a doorway over here that is protected by a code, which we don't have. There's also a little airspace up here so you can fill your oxygen. If you come into this room, which apparently is some sort of lab, you will find a PDA.
Integrating new PDA data.
And the PDA actually has let's see, codes and clues. Okay, we got a transmission from Lifepod 6. I think we talked about this already, we just hadn't read the entry here. Lab access. This is the data pad we just picked up, and it has the door code 6483. You can read that through the shaking. And you can come down here and attempt to open this. And I have discovered that with this hand icon the activation point is not at the tip of the finger, it's in the middle of the palm. And the easiest way to deal with it is if you have the propulsion cannon, is to switch to that because it puts up the aiming reticle, which makes it very easy. 6, 4, 8, 3. It's still a little tricky because you're bobbing up and down. 6, 4, 8, 3. And now we can come into this lab room. It actually unlocks the door on the other side as well. There is a bunch of stuff in here which is purely decorative. Like these, there's containers. These things. Sample flask, there's this microscope, there's a sample analyzer, other containers. Purely decorative, pick them up if you want.
Integrating new PDA data.
There's a desk to scan if you haven't already done that. And we come out on the other side. There is a door here that we can cut through if we have the laser cutter. Otherwise, we're just back, you know, on the other side of the of this thing. This is where we originally came in. So that's all that we can explore in this area until we have the laser cutter. So let's go back outside, and we will go on the other side. You can walk there from here. Let's come over, walk over this bump. And there might be those storage crates. I've seen one sitting here on some of my playthroughs. Hey, buddy. Thanks for flying, Air Husky. Enjoy your trip, sir. There'll be more dudes over here.
Warning, ship's structural integrity is low. Fire suppression equipment and laser cutters may be required. Exploration is conducted at your own risk.
There'll be a bunch more of those little crab guys, and you can see my battery is getting down there pretty quickly, which is why I brought a spare. Now you will also find in these crates food, water, or battery, or first aid. I'm going to leave the first aid because we don't need that, and I don't want to give up the slot right now. There is a whole pack of those dudes running around, but like I said, once you've shot them away, they don't seem to come back. But there is a bunch of them. Ha! Spare battery. We'll take that. We will take that. 6% on our battery. We need to get ready to change it. And 1%. And oh, we didn't quite get the one that we needed on that one. Battery ran out in the middle of that throw, and he fell. We didn't throw him very far. Alright, there we go. Now we're back in business. You can sneak up on me.
Scans show the digestive tracts of nearby life forms contain human tissues.
So those little dudes have been eating the corpses. At least I hope there were corpses, and then not that they killed and ate people that survived. That is a little grim. There's also a floodlight here if you haven't already scanned one. And you're looking for this walkway beam deal. And that will take you down here. Watch out for the dripping metal. Here is another fire extinguisher. Now this fire you don't actually have to put out. You can sneak by without getting burned. And the placement of the cargo crates that you can open are random. On some playthroughs, I found one sitting in the middle of this fire. There doesn't appear to be one on this in this case, so I'm not gonna bother putting that out. Come down here. There is a propulsion cannon fragment, which I'm going to ignore for the time
Aurora
being.
systems are running on local reserve power, unable to remotely download black box data.
Okay, let's pick up the PDA. I'm not actually gonna... Well, okay, I'll listen to it.
Exiting sleep mode. Loading voice recognition. Engineer Barclay and Chief Technology Officer you identified.
Drone, get me a propulsion cannon.
Repulsion cannon retrieved.
Hey, Berkeley. Install that circuit box with that repulsion cannon and you'll punch a hole in the cargo bay.
Damn it, Drone, I said propulsion, not repulsion. Recalibrate sensors.
Senses recalibrated.
Sensors aren't the problem. I tweak the program. It's like you now. It doesn't like being told what to do.
Drone, I know...
His name's Albert now.
Albert, I know it's not your fault, but it would really help me do my job if you'd bring me what I asked for. Thanks for your time.
Propulsion cannon retrieved.
Thank you. Now go away.
Entering hibernation mode.
Boss, this hobby of yours isn't making my job any easier. Or safer.
Maybe so, but it's all that's stopping me from being so bored I take a spacewalk in my skivvies.
Like I said, no useful information. Mildly amusing. And here we are in the administration office, which we presume is the captain's office. There's some chairs, trash can to scan if you haven't already, desk. There is a data terminal.
Integrating new PDA data.
Which gives you a new data entry to read. It just talks about the Aurora and Altera launching the Aurora and what it's going to do and stuff. No useful information in there. This, however,
integrating new PDA data,
is presumably a note by the captain, and it has a bunch of stuff in it, but the last line here, very useful. The code for the cargo bay, 1454. So let us proceed to the cargo bay now. Alright. It is possible to get by this blockage without moving anything. I have had success jumping from here up to this crate. It is possible. I'm not sure exactly, but I've done it once myself and I saw another streamer do it. I've had much more success jumping from, you have to run, so you have to have run mode on, and there you're, whoop, okay, I almost made it. It is possible. Oh, come on, seriously? Oh, you big liar. You're a dirty, rotten liar, game. It's bouncing me back off. That's horse crap. I know I've done it in the past. This game is a liar. And it's pissing me off. It's making me very angry. Stupid game. Well, I guess you're gonna have to trust me because I have done this in the past. But for some reason now, it's bouncing me back out. I don't know why that is. However, if you have the propulsion cannon, it's no big deal. You just move the items out of the way. And you're good to go. But But I swear I've done that little jump thing before. So you can get down here without the propulsion cannon. What was it? 1454?
Scans of damage to the Aurora do not match any known offensive technologies.
Alright, so there is a little piece of information. It suggests that the Aurora was damaged by non-human weapons, or at least a weapon that nobody else has seen yet. And here we have a randomly placed crate. Food block, I'll take that. And actually, we are getting thirsty. And hungry. Alright, let's watch out for falling metal. And sometimes there is a storage crate back here. This is not one of those times. Alright, welcome to the cargo bay. I would carefully examine all these big crates because sometimes you find Cyclops engine modules, engine fragments in there. And you need to scan 3 of those to construct a blueprint for the Cyclops engines. And I once found one fragment here, one fragment there, and one fragment there, which means I didn't have to look for them out in the world. This is not that time, apparently.
Integrating new PDA data.
Here's a little thing that talks about Altera. Not terribly useful. Alright, well, I'm not seeing anything else. There is a... I think up on one of these... I would look up here, because like I said, the placement of these cargo boxes is random. So there might be one sitting up here in your place here. There isn't for me this time. But there could be for you. We can't do anything with this forklift because we are not forklift qualified. And the union rules are very strict about that. More water. Alright. We have managed to... I think we found everything. All that's left is this place down here. I see another crate. And now, if you look down here in this water, there are leeches swimming around. There, haha. And I've been lucky, I got lucky enough there to scan one in. I would have my knife at the ready when you get in here, because they will attach to your arm and then injure you. And you have to cut them off with your knife, or bash them off with one of your other tools. Food, yummy. There's another one. Alright, we're finding food and water. And extra batteries so far we found. Alright, Seamoth Bay. Let's examine the Seamoth Bay. And we see a broken panel that we can repair. And on entering, we find several things of interest in here. We find a useless PDA, which just has a little
integrating new PDA data
thing you can read about 3 people that played a VR game. No useful information in there. What is useful, however, is in this little console thing here, there is a Seamoth Depth Module Mark 1. Very, very helpful. Be sure to pick that up. And there's also 2 Seamoth fragments. There's one here, and then there's one here on the floor. So if you haven't completed your... There's another leech. And that leech learned a lesson that you don't suck on Husky Offset. It's just not a thing to do. Anyway, as I was saying, if you haven't completed your Seamoth yet, here's a chance to do it. Alright, that is it for this room. Let's come out here and let's make our way at the end of this corridor, which is the locker room and the prawn bay. You require the laser cutter to get any further down here. Graphical glitch, that's pretty nice. Alright, and the last place is the drive room. And you don't want to come here without the repair tool, because, as it turns out...
The drive core shielding sustained internal damage during collision. Do not attempt repair without appropriate qualifications.
It turns out that you can repair the damage to the drive core so it stops leaking radiation. And in fact, you can get in the room without putting out any of these fires just by walking up this pipe. We've got some spare fire extinguishing capacity, so I'm going to put some of this fire out, because they offend my sensibilities. All right, let's drop that. Here's our empty fire extinguisher. And we'll just complete the job by doing that. There we go. Nice. Now, in here around the corner to the left is another full fire extinguisher. Let's grab that. Straight ahead on this little console is...
Warning, local radiation at maximum tolerable level.
Is a Cyclops engine efficiency module. Let's pick that up. And... there are these breaches, which, if you read this thing, it talks about once breached, it will continue to leak radiation into the surrounding environment until the breaches are sealed. This procedure should only be attempted with appropriate radiation protection and fully charged repair tool. So we can get in here with our repair tool and repair the 11 breaches in the room.
Containment breach repaired. Further breaches detected.
And you might ask yourself, well, why would we do that? Well, because once you do that,
breach repaired.
the
breaches detected.
The radiation, thank you, Edna. Trying to talk. Once you've repaired them all, the radiation dissipates, and you no longer have to wear your radiation outfit when you're anywhere near the Aurora. So that is an useful thing, because there's other things you'll want to wear instead. We are going to repair that, and also be aware that there are a bunch of leeches swimming around in this pool.
Containment breach repaired. Further breaches detected.
And it's almost guaranteed that sometime during your repairing these things, they will come and attach themselves to your
Containment
arm.
breach repaired. Further breaches detected.
And you will have to cut them off. So be ready to switch to your knife.
Containment breach repaired. Further breaches detected.
Or you can also bash them off with the tool that you're holding, I think. I usually just switch to my knife because it's a lot more satisfying to cut them.
Containment breach repaired. Further breaches detected.
A couple of whacks kills them. And then they just float away. Like the buttholes they are. Anybody else? Oh. Alright, I think that's gotta be just about every leech in the room. Creeps.
Containment breach repaired. Further breaches detected.
We are nearly finished.
Containment breach repaired. Further breaches detected. Containment breach repaired. Further breaches
Alright, we should probably breathe.
Containment breach repaired. Further breaches detected. Drive core breach sealed. Radiation levels decreasing.
Alright. And that's all there is to that. So, we have repaired, the radiation doesn't dissipate immediately, so I wouldn't, like, immediately take off my radiation gear. I think you have to wait a little while. But pretty much, I think by the time we get back to the fabulous habitat... Oh, I need to change Lifepod 4 to yellow, and then we're going to go ahead and deactivate it because we don't really need to know where Lifepod 4 is right now. Alright. We are going to head back because until we get the laser cutter we can't advance any further from either direction. From the first door we went in, there we ran into a spot where we couldn't go any farther until we had the laser cutter, and we ran into the same situation here. In fact, what's behind this door, both of those doors eventually lead you to that. So the area that we need to explore requires the laser cutter. So until we can find some diamonds. Yeah, I was hoping to avoid this stupid dripping metal. Purely a luck-based thing. Alright, let's get back to the Seamoth, and remember, we found a goodie in the form of the Seamoth Depth Module Mark 1. Increases the safe diving depth. That's going to be important. Really? Really? I can't walk through there? Silly game. Let's see. We have plenty of space left over. Let's go ahead and scan this. And be at the ready in case there are some more of those cave crawler dudes. And I'm thinking about leaving these two fire extinguishers somewhere around here, because when I come back, I'm going to want to have fire extinguishing capability. And guaranteed, I'm going to do the same thing I did this time. I'm going to forget the one we have back at the hab. I'm going to forget it there. So the question is, if I drop these guys, I want it to be someplace we're going to see. Let's see what happens if I drop them here. Oh, okay, here they are. That's kind of out of the way. What happens if I drop them here in the middle of the hallway? No, not my... Okay, well... I'm not so sure about that. How about right here? Okay, that I might see. Is that gonna stop when it hits that? No. Hopefully I get it to roll like that one did. No. Man. There we go. There we go. Alright, so I should hopefully, when I come back in here, I'll be like, oh yeah, the fire extinguishers. I don't know. I'm pretty dumb. I might forget. I wonder... Let's put them down here, because I have to walk right through there. That would be a good thing to do. Let's do that. Yeah, this will be better because I won't be able to avoid seeing them, I think. Yeah. Yeah, I should see those and go, hey, oh yeah, the fire extinguishers, I remember that. Alright. Plus, I don't have to carry them. They don't have to take up a spot in my inventory. And on the way out, we are going to grab the med kits that we ignored on the way in, because I wasn't sure how much space we were going to have. I have this out because who knows how many more of those cave crawler creeps are running around. I think there was another box over here somewhere with one in it. That was a battery. Whoop. Ah, I heard you, buddy. He wanted his free flight. Well, no problem, sir. No problem, man. Alright, let's get back to our Seamoth and get back home with all of our... Well, with our one goodie. And let's find... Let's see, the upgrade hatch is right there under my hand. We're going to open it, and we are going to put the depth module in there. We can now go to 300 meters instead of 200. That's awesome. Unmodded people will see only 4 upgrade slots. They won't see any of this other stuff. I have a mod that adds more. I don't actually use all of these. I use... Let's see, slot 1 and 3 are storage bays. 2 and 4 are defense system and sonar. 5 is hull reinforcement. 6 is engine efficiency. 7 is solar charger. And 8 is crush depth. So I use 8, which is double the normal number of slots. So I feel bad using that many. I'm not going to use these other 4. That would be insane. I don't even know what you'd... I guess you could put 4 storage bays in here. You restricted... The storage bays, as far as I know, can only go in these 4 slots. The other modules, I think, are supposed to work in any of the 10, 12 slots that are available. These are, you're supposed to be able to use the prawn suit, drill arm, and grapple arm. I've never done that because that seems game breaking to me. There's also a mod that adds even more depth modules. The Seamoth will not be able to go in unmodded game, will not be able to go as deep as the prawn suit or Cyclops. But there's a mod that changes that. I don't use that mod either because There's a reason they force you to use the Prawn suit and the Cyclops. It would just be too easy if you use the Seamoth. I've actually done that in if you make a creative game. That's one of the game modes. We're on survival. There's another mode. There's several. There's a couple of other modes, and one of them is creative, where it ignores all damage and oxygen and food and everything. So, and you have infinite supplies of all the building materials, and it doesn't drain batteries. So you can take your Seamoth wherever you want. You can go play with the Reapers. They can't wreck it, and the Reapers can't kill you if you're swimming around just out there. It's really useful for making a map like this. If you've installed this mapping mod like I have, and you want to fill in your whole map, what I would suggest is going in and making a creative mode game and doing that filling in the map, and then like taking screenshots when you've got it all filled in and piecing them together using a graphics program to build one complete map. Because you're completely safe and creative. You don't have to worry about dying. Whereas in this game, definitely, in survival, definitely not the case. It's going to be difficult to map some of these places because the creatures there try to kill you all the time. Anyway, that is a lot of information for you.
Welcome aboard, Captain.
Let us see if we can figure out what Mr. Reaper is up to. And I can hear him roaring around out there. I wish I had the sonar and I could do a ping and I could see where he is. But it's dark out and we can't see him until he comes a little closer, so... Is that him? What is that? Is that a Peeper? Air bubble? What is that? What I like to do, and it's much easier during the day, is I wait for him to swim over here and then turn around and swim away. And when he's swimming away, I dash out of here. And you can see when we were running near the surface, this is Lifepod 4 there, when we were running near the surface, our imaginary sphere that's around us wasn't big enough to touch the sea floor here where it's deep, so it didn't fill in the map. So if we want to fill in this map, we have to go along the sea floor. And I'm a little reluctant to do that until I have the defense system installed in the Seamoth. So I'm going to wait until the Reaper comes into view and then turns around and swims away. There's a lot less chance of... there he is. There he is. Back away a little bit. There he is. Okay. Oh, he's heading away. Let's pedal to the metal. Here we go. I'll try skimming along the bottom here. There's also a bunch of these crates, but I'm not going to stop. I'm not going to stop to pick it up. I don't even want to slow down to turn around and look and see if he's chasing me. Because if he is, that's going to be just what he needs to catch me and destroy my Seamoth. Which they can do, by the way. They can and do delight in wrecking your Seamoth. That's like their hobby. Treating you like a chew toy. And of course, they can kill you as well, not just your Seamoth. Oh, fish. I want to repair, but I don't want to stop. Alright, I think there is a wreck. We mapped it on the way out here. Okay, there it is. This wreckage on the surface. We are going to check and see. I don't see the Reaper anywhere. I don't think they generally come into this area. Generally, when you're in the red grass area, you should be safe from reapers. Generally. Don't... It's not 100%, but I have not seen them come in here. Alright, let's scan some stuff. Nuclear waste. Actually, we already found this and scanned some stuff. How much space do we have? Got a little. And yeah, there is a wreckage thing right there. Alright, well, what else do we have? Reginald's. We've got Reginald's. Seamoth fragment. Salt. I don't know that we need salt. Hey, with the pushing and the shoving. Creep. You know what? Oh, they're too big. You can't manipulate them with the propulsion cannon. I was gonna shoot them into the wall, but the game designers are ahead of us on that one. They knew that we would do that. Can you guys really? You know what? You know what, bro? Yeah. You're in a knife fight now, buddy. Yeah. Wow, he took a bunch of my health. Fighting is thirsty work. Alright, you creep. And we are also running out of air. Where is...
30 seconds.
I was gonna say, I had a Seamoth when I came here. If the sand sharks hadn't eaten it. Alright. I was hoping to find some more copper because we have a few. Yes, we have 12. We have 15 slots in our inventory yet. Let's see if we can find some more limestone to pick up. Well, alright, we'll go for sandstone as well. Of course, it's going to be lead. I could use some silver, I think, because we need to make the rebreather. Because we've, several times now, we've had occasion to be deep enough that we receive those warning below 100 meters oxygen efficiency reduced. And we haven't actually gone down to 200 meters yet, but you get another message there that says it's greatly reduced if you don't have the rebreather on. So we do have enough silver now. We needed 2 to make a wiring kit for the rebreather, and I believe we have that now. Yes. We still have 8 slots, and we are facing the wrong way. See any limestone? In these here parts, there's some. I really would like to get some. Oh, really, buddy?
Who you calling bud, pal? Who you calling pal, friend? Who you calling friend, jackass?
Now I swear there is probably a ton of limestone, and I'm just in this area, and I'm just not seeing it. Thank you, copper, finally. It'll be amazing when we get the scanner room up and running and we scan for limestone chunks. And we come to a place like this where I've been looking for stuff and we can't seem to find any, and it'll just be everywhere. Every freaking where. It'll be overwhelming the amount of limestone modules that are around when we turn on the scanner. Alright, well, we must be getting
30 seconds.
Somewhat full. We have one more spot. Thank you, copper! And of course, now that I'm full, we are going to see limestone chunks everywhere. It's just a game mocking me.
Oxygen.
Oh! I did it again! Fill that other tank, man. Fill that other tank. And I'm gonna drink my water. And we are gonna head back to the fabulous hotel. Yeah, now there was a limestone. Alright, we made our first journey to the Aurora. We picked up a number of things. One very important thing, which is our depth module. Let's go ahead and repair, and let's get inside.
Welcome aboard, Captain.
And let's get to emptying out all of the goodies we found. There we go. And we did manage to get some copper. And we got lead, gold, silver, salt. And we have an item. It was the Cyclops poster and the Cyclops engine efficiency. Can go in our miscellaneous category. And we have a bunch of batteries to swap. Wow. And we found a bunch of new batteries, so that was worthwhile. And let's see. Did we have another one? 95. Okay, well. Let's take the ones that are going to charge quickly and put those in to start with. Actually, that one can go in there. 88, 90. Okay, that one is a little bit ahead. Let's see. 100, 100, 100. And we are going to swap the repair tool. The repair tool. 100. And this one is now 100, so let's swap that guy out. These guys will shortly be complete, and then we can put that one in. Awesome. And now we have some more batteries for our... I'm going to go ahead and put that away. We have a bunch of extra batteries now. That is awesome. We also found some extra food bars. We are going to put those away. Our original two are up in the Lifepod. Let's cook and eat a Peeper, and then we'll do some fishing, because we need to make water, and we have a bunch of salt. But we have no peepers to make, and we are getting a little bit low on water. So we are going to... Actually, let's listen to our radio message. That poor thing has been sitting there ever.
This is Avery Quinn of Trading Ship Sunbeam. Aurora, do you read? Over? Nothing but vacuum. These Altera ships. They run low on engine grease, send an SOS. You offer to help, they don't pick up. Aurora, I'm out on the far side of the system. It's gonna take more than a week to reach your position. Do you still need our assistance? Over.
Come get us.
I'll try them again tomorrow. Damn charter's gonna have us blowing our credits running errands for Altera. See what the long-range scans pick up in the meantime.
All right, well, that's good news because, I mean, we were expecting to wait at the minimum 11.4 years and more likely better than 20. And now here we are. We have a ship that's in the system and has picked up our distress call. They say they're a week away, but they're scanning. They're doing a long-range scan, so hopefully they will detect some debris in orbit and they will come investigate. And in fact, I'm just presuming that there is some sort of... He said something about the damn charter is going to have us blowing our credits. Damn charter is going to have us blowing our credits running errands for Altera. So what I'm presuming is that there's some sort of agreement that... And I think the same thing, there's some sort of international thing on the oceans of Earth that if you are out there on your ship and you detect some other ship is sending an SOS, you are obligated to render assistance if you are the closest ship. And I think that also applies to enemy ships in wartime. If the enemy ship has surrendered and is requesting assistance, I think you are obligated to render assistance. Otherwise, it's a war crime or something. I'm not sure about that. Any sailors might know, and if I'm wrong, of course, correct me. But I'm assuming that what he's talking about here, damn charter is going to have us blowing our credits running errands, means that there's a similar agreement that if even if the ship that's in trouble is a rival corporation ship, you are obligated to go render aid, even if even if you don't want to. So he's going to come investigate this signal, regardless, which is good because now we can get out of here sooner than 11 years, maybe as soon as a week or so. Which would be awesome, but for now we're hungry and we need to fish. And we're thirsty, so we need some of those guys, and we need some peepers. Where are my peepers at? Where are my peepers? Papers? Word got out. They're hiding from me. Alright, let's concentrate on... At this point, I believe we have an adequate supply of papers. I think I just grabbed... I'm in the tube. I am in the giant tube. Alright, bladderfish. Hello, it's your urologist. We're here to check out these bladders. Alright, I think that's probably enough. Yeah, that ought to hold me for a little while. Alright. See how low we can get this power. It's nighttime, so... And unlike the Lifepod, the solar panels do not charge at all at night. They do not go up. And it's actually dropping even more because it's charging the batteries. So You're seeing it, it goes down 5 when I do one of these, and then you can see drop, and there it did, it just dropped while that was going on. That's because the batteries are charging. So they're drawing power as well. So if we get below 150, so we're now into the second solar panel's battery. So when the sun comes up, 2 solar panels will be charging at the same time, so the recharge rate should be double what it is when there's only 1 panel charging. And the way the electricity works is the items are in a big list, and it starts at the top of the list. When you do something that needs power, it starts at the top of the list and says, we need 5 units of power. Is there 5 in the battery of the first item? If there is, you grab it out, you subtract 5, go on with your business till the next power requirement. If there's less than 5, you take what you can, and then you go to the next one in the list and pull the remainder out of there. And a device like solar panels, that solar panel only charges its own battery. So until you completely empty out the first solar panel and start taking out of the second one isn't contributing charge. They're not like grouped together as one giant object. So what we should see when the sun comes up here is it should start to charge, and it should go up quicker than if it was just one. So if we could do a little more, if we could get under 75, we could have all 3 charge up. Anyway, it's not very exciting, but that's the way it works. Let's see, have some Peeper, some water. Let's put away. What do we got here? 7. We might be able to drain this a bit. See, this is why I wanted to put at least 3 solar panels up there in case I was doing a whole lot of stuff during the night with the fabricator. So yeah, we did manage to, oh, there it goes. Sun is up and it's charging like crazy. Nice. Eventually, when I build my first permanent base, I am going to build what I call a solar panel deck. It's going to be one of these foundation pieces up out of the water, and I'm going to build 20 solar panels on it. And the reason I do that is because the deeper you build the solar panels, the slower they charge, and I don't know what the cutoff is. You'll eventually get to a depth where the solar panel just won't work because the sun doesn't reach it. So by putting it up out of the water, we maximize the charging rate. And we do 20 of them because 20 is more than enough to handle all of our power needs. It's probably quite a bit more than enough. But I believe in over-provisioning. And not only will I over-provision with the solar deck, I will also build 2 additional power sources. I will build enough thermal generators to over-provision with that. I will build a nuclear generator, which will be overkill, and I will also build a bioreactor, which would be only one of them, which isn't enough, but it's good for emergency power. So I will have redundant, over-provisioned power sources. And that's the way you do it when you're on a alien hostile world. Engineers out there, back me up. That's the way you do it, right? Oh, look, we're almost fully charged already. Look at that business. It's awesome. Boom. All right. Water and food, we need to put that away. Oh my, we got so much water now. And we've got a nice bunch of food, and we used our battery. Let's swap that out. Our batteries are charged. Oh, we need to swap this guy for one of these. Because he needs to fully charge. And we got a new radio message. Let's put that away. Let's listen. See what it is.
Plan pre-recorded distress call.
This is Officer Keenan, Lifepod 19. The captain is gone. I have assumed command. The last thing the captain did was give me coordinates for dry land. We regroup 1.5 kilometers southwest of the crash site. Stay together and good luck. This message will now repeat.
Rendezvous coordinates corrupted. Transmission origin coordinates downloaded. Signal location uploaded to PDA.
Okay, well, that is interesting information. Let us look at our map. And you can see that, in fact, is way down south. But the interesting part about the message was, Captain is gone. I have assumed command. The last thing the captain did was give me the coordinates for dry land. And he wants us to regroup there 1.5 kilometers southwest of the crash site. So this bit of the map over here is where we went to the Aurora. This is Lifepod 4, which is off the port side of the Aurora. The Aurora is actually along here. So 1.5 kilometers southwest of the crash site. So this seems like the right area to be in. But this isn't the coordinates of dry land because it said rendezvous coordinates corrupted, transmission origin. So that is actually Lifepod 19 and it's at 300 meters down. So we're very happy we grabbed that depth module because now we can go visit that. And in fact, that is going to be our next operation. We are going to shoot down to Lifepod 19. Creature decoy, okay. Is there anything we want to build before we head out there? Oh, I think we might want to build another power cell because our Seamoth was...
Welcome aboard, Captain.
Yeah, it is at 62%. And that is getting a little low for my taste. The way you change the power cell out is you come down here and you click on it and then you can swap power cell, the old one out for a new one, just like you do the batteries and the other tools. So I think we should
Welcome aboard, Captain.
I think we should make a backup power cell, and I'm going to use the partially discharged battery because through the magic of the blah blah blah, it'll be fully charged, so we don't have to use a fully charged battery. So I'm going to grab that. Let's go ahead and make backup power cell, and we'll just carry that with us. We wouldn't want to get all the way down there and run out of juice. I think we're going to be fine, but I would rather know for sure that we're going to be fine. And also, I'm going to build another beacon because we used our one of the two. We left one in Lifepod. What is fish, bro? What you doing? Huh? Get out of here, boomerang, goofball. Quit clipping through my base, fish. It's nutty. Crazy. Silly fish. Alright, beacon. Alright. Let's cook ourselves. We have no fresh fish. We will eat some of the salty fish. And we will I'm gonna put only gonna take 2, but I am going to take okay, we're about to drink that, so I'm gonna take an extra one so that we have 3. So very shortly we're gonna hit to 80 and then we can drink one of these without wasting any. Alright, let's go. Yeah, Lifepod 19. Lifepod 19. 300 meters down, 1.2 kilometers away. Here we go. And almost immediately we're going to start filling in our map. Stalkers. Is that a... Yes, look at that. It's a new piece of wreckage. Okay, that's scanner room, which, do we already have the scanner room? I think we do, don't we? Yep. And there is a door that we have to cut through. So this is another one of those laser cutter necessary wreckages. Oh. Oh, there is a doorway there. Let's kind of wedge ourselves in here.
Passing 100 meters.
Oh.
Oxygen efficiency decreased.
Damn it, I didn't make... Alright, we're going back. We're going back to the habitat, and I'm gonna make that gosh darn rebreather. Unbelievable, man. I keep talking about the rebreather, and I keep forgetting to make it. Alright, let's move these boxes around because we want to... Really? We want to check this to make sure it's empty. Same with this guy here. And this door here that has this orange handle, those you can open. And what do we have here? We have another room with 2 doors. Now one of these doors goes to the outside. And that means the other one doesn't. So, yeah, we are going to want to definitely...
30 seconds.
Definitely come back. Really? You are so freaking annoying, game. I aim right at the thing that I want to move, and it will go somewhere else instead. Because it's just... That is how annoying it is. Alright, bro. Alright, that one is solid. This one is empty. That one is solid, solid, and solid. No, actually that one is facing the wall. We can't tell. Which is why I was trying to move the darn thing. There we go. Come on. Oh, you're gonna land. That's what you're gonna do. You're gonna land face down. You're gonna land face down. Come on, tip over. All right. So none of those have anything that we can do anything with. So off we go, and we're going back home, and we are going to, no kidding, make the rebreather finally. Jeez. Rebreather. And on the way, we may want to not crash into stuff, and we may want to grab some grapevine samples. Actually, let's... As long as we're here and we're,
100 meters.
we know we're heading
Oxygen
home.
efficiency decreased.
Where is that scanner room? We are going to see, and there's another radio message. Oh my goodness. All kinds of stuff going on. Okay, we have plenty of titanium at the moment, so I'm not actually going to... Alright. I'm not going to pick up any of the scraps. There's some interesting... There is another entrance to the cave. There was one right by Lifepod 17, and there's another one over here. Let's get ourselves back. Build a rebreather. Oh, we wanted creepvine sample. I don't remember how much, if any, fiber mesh we have. I think we probably have one or two, but I grabbed enough to make two, so we will, at very minimum, we'll have one extra, and possibly we'll have two extra. I apologize. I mean, this is, I should have built this rebreather a while ago. I keep forgetting. I keep forgetting to build it. It's a lot more important now that we've dealt with the Aurora's radiation. And hopefully we have 2 silver. I'm pretty sure we do. Hopefully we do. Otherwise we're going to be hunting that up and I'm going to be very angry. Alright, wiring kit. And finally... Rebreather. Alright, and we are going to put that away, and you can only wear the rebreather or the radiation helmet. You can't wear them both. Since we've dealt with the radiation, and in fact we are going away from the Aurora, even if we hadn't, I'm going to leave the radiation helmet here. Let's see, we are going to put away our titanium, and we are going to put away the extra water. Oh, let's grab another water. I know there's tap water. And let's swap the battery out. Oh. How did I end up with, I forgot to pick up the extra battery again. Dummy. Did I put it in here? Is that where I put it? Yep. I was gonna say, I thought I had more extra batteries than that. Put that away. Let's put the battery in here. And we will put the discharged one in there to charge up while we're gone. And... oh, 2 more batteries. Sea Glide. And flashlight. Alright. For real now, we're leaving. Except, we're going to listen to this first.
Aurora, this is Sunbeam again. We just picked up a massive debris field at your location. I didn't know how bad... how many of you... I didn't know. We're now en route to your location. We're gonna bring you home. Sunbeam out. What else can I say? The only time I parked a rig this big on a rock that small was in VR. And I blew it. It's a bad option, all right, but so are all the others.
All right, well, good news. They're on their way. Not so good news. It doesn't sound like he's that great at landing his ship. So, not sure what that means.
Welcome aboard, Captain.
Meantime, we are still going to head out towards Lifepod 19. Because we have to operate as under the assumption that we're still gonna. I guess I could get rid of the. Yeah. We should operate under the assumption that something is gonna go wrong with this rescue, in case it does, and that way we're not. Number one, we're not crushingly disappointed. And number two, we don't waste this week sitting around doing nothing, where we could be exploring and doing whatnot. Plus, having played video games before, it seems, I mean, we've only been playing for, what, like 5 hours now? It seems a little early in the game for somebody to come and rescue us and the game to be done. I mean, to me, I mean, I'm just saying, it just seems like a pretty short game. So I'm operating under the assumption that that something is going to happen, and this rescue is not going to go through like we thought. Stupid fish! Get out the way! Look at all this damage. Man, I'm having fish sticks tonight. Anybody that runs into my ship is definitely going to be part of my meal. Alright. What was that? New thing, shale chunk. Alright. Let's take a quick look at...
Biodiversity in this region is unusually low. Cause unknown.
We are going to take a look at our geological data and see what the deal is with there we go. Shale outcrops. Gold, lithium, and diamond. Ooh, we are after 2 diamonds because we want to make our laser cutter. Laser cutter, did I go by it? I think I went by it. I went by it. Man, I went by it. There it is. Laser cutter. So we are going to want to keep our eye open for these shale outcroppings so that we can find some more 2 diamonds. There is a giant lithium. It's one of those extra big deposits that needs the Prawn suit drill arm in order to harvest. There's another one. Lots of lithium in this area. Anyway, as I was saying, we're going to keep our eye open for these shale thingies because... Oh, there's a shale thingy and there is a red thingy. Look at that. Ruby, huh? Alright, let's grab Ruby.
Remember that materials you gather are the property of the All-Terra Corporation. You will be liable to reimburse the full market price. Your current bill stands at 3 million credits.
Well, if you want to bill me, you're gonna have to come and get me. I see Reginald's, and I also see a funny thing. There's another one over there. We haven't seen those before. I see. I thought I saw some wreckage in the distance. Let's investigate that. Look at our map. Alien vent. Oh, that's interesting. I don't see that, but it's up here somewhere. Yeah, I thought I saw some fragments over there. Alright, and there's another one of those rubies. Oh, this is very interesting. 250 meters, we're also approaching our maximum depth. Lithium. And I should have scanned that lithium before I picked it up. Gel sack, huh? How big is that? Okay, it's only one thing, so we can pick some more of those up. Rubies. What are these? Oh, okay, that's table coral. They look... The other ones were red. These are purple. What is that? Prawn suit torpedo arm. Thermal plant. This is very exciting stuff. And what is this? Time capsule. Alright, now of course I'm playing because I know what all those things are. Oh, and there's that alien vent that showed up on the map. There is a tiger plant. We'll have to watch out for that. More rubies. A time capsule. Let's go ahead. Where is my... Let's grab this guy. And... Oh, there's a lithium. Oh, I must have scanned one of those already. Okay, good. Oh, there's another lithium. Daddy likes lithium. Oh, there's some wreckage. Wow, it is just... all sorts of stuff to see here. Alright, I started to talk about time capsules. Time capsules are a rather ingenious little thing that the developers put in the game, which makes it super fun. These little deals have 6 storage spaces. The tube is like 6 of these blocks long. So, let's see, let's drink, let's eat. So we have more space. There's like 6 spaces, so this amount of space here. And the way the time capsules work is when you complete the game, the very last thing you do is spoiler alert, you build a rocket to leave the planet, and just before you leave, the game gives you an option of creating a time capsule. And you can put whatever you want in it that will fit in 6 storage blocks. So you could put like 6 gel sacks if you want. And you are also able to type a message, and you're able to attach one of the screenshots that you've taken. And then that information is uploaded to the developer's game servers. And when somebody else comes along and creates a new game in Subnautica, it contacts the game servers, and I've been told that it randomly picks 40 time capsules that have been uploaded by users and randomly disperses them around the play area of the game. So these time capsules that you find are created by other players. So we are going to go out there and we are going to open this. And we received nothing except a message. Alright, well. Right, yep, there was nothing stored in there. And when you pick up your first time capsule, it creates an entry in your databank called time capsules. Watch out for the birds. If you plan to visit planet 4546b, watch out for their birds. I don't know what they are, man, but I do know that they don't like it when you sit on their perches. I was sitting on a rock, as you do, and all of a sudden one of these things swoops down and starts carrying me off. Damn near killed me. Other than them and the Leviathan-class creatures, this place is beautiful. I'd recommend it for a vacation. Just stay away within sight of the Aurora's landing site and you should be fine. And there's a picture. So this user, they didn't sign their name or anything, so we have no idea who it is, but it's possible that someday the person that left this message and picture will watch my playthrough and see this. So thank you. I really wish you had left something cool in the time capsule for me to pick up. And it's possible that they did. I've opened other time capsules that allegedly had ion batteries in them, and I never got any. And I think it might be something to do, some bug with one or more of the mods that I'm running that would prevent that. So it's possible that this person loaded this thing up with 6 ion batteries, and because of the one or more of the mods I'm running, I didn't receive them, in which case I apologize. Because that, in my opinion, would be the best thing ever to receive in a time capsule is 6 ion batteries. Or actually 4 ion batteries and 2 ion power cells. That would be cool. But thank you, though, for the message and the warning about the birds. I have never experienced this. For the birds, those little creatures, I've never been attacked by them. They just fly away. All right, well, let's continue to look around here now that the sun is out. And we are going to investigate this alien vent. But we also have to be careful because we're almost at our maximum depth here. We want to be careful. And we don't have a ton of space left, but we do have 18, 21. We have 21 spaces left. And let's see. I want to keep my eye out for those tiger plants, because like I said, they hurl, if you get close to them, they hurl thorns at you, and unless you have the enhanced dive suit, they actually damage you. So where was that? Oh, there's leeches here. Gosh, dang leeches, get out of here. There's the ruby that I was gonna have earlier. Let's grab that. And scan this alien vent. It's interesting, it's curious. It looks like it's sucking water in and spitting water out. I'm not sure what the purpose of it is. I'm gonna go ahead and grab another one. Whoop! What is going on with this Peeper? Enzyme host Peeper. We should definitely read that when we get back in our Seamoth. Let's grab that. And what is this guy here? Oh, it's a creature egg. And I think we already got these eye stalks. No, we didn't. I thought we saw them earlier in the safe shallows when we went down in a cave. Is that... Okay, that's just sandstone.
30 seconds.
Yes, and I think we now have 2 diamonds, right?
Welcome aboard, Captain.
Yes, we have 2 diamonds, so we can make our laser cutter. That is awesome. I am going to continue to look. Oh, there's 2 more rubies. I'm going to grab those rubies. I like rubies. I want rubies. Daddy loves rubies. I am also looking for more of those shale deals. Oh, there's lithium. I also like lithium. I'm looking for more of the... Oh, more rubies. There's rubies everywhere. I happen to know we're gonna want to get our hands on as many rubies as we can. So I'm cheating a little bit with my foreknowledge and gathering of the rubies. But not that much. It's shiny and red. Why would you not pick it up? Out the way, fish. Oh, more ruby. More rubies. Several. And I wouldn't say no to a couple extra diamonds, frankly. I keep seeing those shale things everywhere. But they're not. Oh, there's another tiger plant. Oh, there's ruby and ruby, but I'm gonna have to grab it on the go because otherwise the tiger plant will shoot me with its thorns. Oh, shale. No. This game keeps tricking me. Oh, there's a ruby. Alright, how many rubies do we have now? We have a whole bunch. And we've drank all of our water that we brought with us. And we still need to get to Lifepod 19, so... Oh man, ruby. Really? You're gonna tease me with the ruby? How many rubies did we get? 6, 7, 12. We've got 12 rubies. Well, that should hold us for a while. More gel sack. We can always come back here, I guess, and grab a bunch more stuff. Where was that? There was a wreck. Yeah, I was gonna say there's a wreck that we were looking at. Let's look. What do we got here? We've got boxes that you can't get into. We've got whatever this thing is here. All right, let's exit. Let's scan. Moonpool. Yes, Moonpool would be awesome. And that is 1 of 2. We need to scan. We need to find another Moonpool. Another Moonpool fragment. Awesome. Now we can build a Moonpool, which we will.
New blueprint acquired.
We will definitely build Moonpool. And what is the story in here? Light stick, yes, thank you. Power cell charger, yes, thank you. Light stick, yes, thank you.
New blueprint acquired.
I guess I didn't really need to do that. We don't really have a lot of space left. We don't need to be picking up the titanium. I'll take a water though. Let's see. There's a door we need to get the laser cutter for. There is a chair, another light stick, but I'm not gonna scan it this time because we really. Come on, bro. Really. Okay, there we go. I wonder if I can move that, because I want to see if...
30 seconds.
Alright. Both tanks are full. And let's eat our last food. Alright, well, I think I found everything that I can in that room. There's no sense in scanning the light stick because we're just going to get titanium. There is one of those torpedo arms. And I think that other thing is... This should be the second of two that we needed to scan. Yes, and that should be second of two for the thermal plant. Yes, awesome.
New blueprint acquired.
Floodlight. Spadefish. Desk. Alright, and we need the laser cutter to check out the upper chamber in there. What about these guys? Oh, here's more torpedo arm, I think. Torpedo arm. Torpedo arm. And that radio, I think, is a... I don't think that's a scannable deal. Yeah. That's not scannable. There's a giant piece of lead. And... how did that box get wedged under there? Oh, what is that up there? Where was that? Yeah, it's up there. What is that? That's a Databox. Awesome. Vehicle upgrade console. That is excellent. That is a gadget that goes into the Moonpool that lets you create and install mods for your Prawn suit and Seamoth. So that's excellent. That is excellent, as a matter of fact. Alright, let's look around. Okay, so there's our wreck. We need the laser cutter to get into it. Is there anything else over here? Oh, another wreck. Suicidal fish. And it looks like we need laser cutter to get in there. Salt. And those are the torpedo arms that we saw before. What? Oh, it was one of those. It's one of those leeches. We killed it. Yeah. Eat it, leech. Alright, where is... Okay. Lifepod 19 is to the south. Oh, okay, there it is. And it looks like it's down this hole. What is that? I think that... Is that lithium? Yeah, that's a big... Oh, there is a power cell charger fragment. Let's scan that, because I think we need this to complete it. Yes.
New blueprint acquired.
Oh. Is there a tiger plant over there? No. There's more gel sack and ruby. And how many spaces? We have 6. 7 spots left. I'm gonna go ahead and grab... Ooh. Come on, give me a diamond. Diamond. Lifepod would like a diamond, please. How about a diamond? Yeah. Thank you, game. Eh. Gold. Who wants your paltry gold? I want diamonds. All right. Well.
Welcome aboard, Captain.
We have got one spot left, although I'd be willing to drop titanium or gold. And we need to find, wait, where did our... Okay, there's the Lifepod. Oh, another time capsule. Oh, we can't pick it up. You really should have 6 empty spots when you pick that up, in case they filled it completely. This is unusual, though. I've never seen 2 time capsules this close together before. And there's lithium there. There's a power cell charger fragment, which we don't need. There's shale. There is a PDA there. Ruby, shale, oh my goodness, ruby. Ruby. And what is that thing down there? If it's another time capsule, I'm gonna poop my... Oh, it's lithium. I was gonna say, if it's another time capsule, I'm gonna poop myself, because that would be amazing. So, long story short, we are gonna have to come back here to pick up that other time capsule. Alright, let's get the, okay, we don't need that. Let's get this guy.
Keen, this is Aurora. Come in. This is Keen. Lifepod detached to Cape Planet 4 in 30 seconds. The computer has identified a landmass at the attached coordinates. I want you to regroup the crew there. Understood, but they are your responsibility now. Don't let them down. Captain, you need to evacuate. Negative. You'll need the ship in one piece if you're going to contact HQ on the long range. I'm attempting a controlled descent. Captain!
Okay, well, that was... Well, we already knew the captain was gone, but that's kind of an interesting little log to hear there. Let's see, what information did we get from that? Okay, that doesn't show up in here. It will be in here. Okay, here it is. Lifepod 19 second officer Keats voice log. Let's see. Has identified a landmass at the attached coordinates. Oh, I believe actually now that we have the location of... No, we don't. I thought maybe we had the location of dry land from that. All right, well, let's see what we've got out here. There is a data box. Let's check that out. Ultra high capacity tank. I will take that for sure.
New blueprint
Yes, thank
acquired.
you. And what do we got in here? Okay, there's another PDA.
Signal location uploaded to the PDA. Integrating new PDA data.
We will read that when we get back in our Seamoth here. To all crew, darker background. To all crew, if you're reading this, then you have followed the automatic distress signal broadcast by this Lifepod's onboard computer, contrary to my orders. I have been forced to evacuate. Your orders are to disregard my safety and attempt to reach the designated rendezvous coordinates at the nearest landmass. I hope to see you there. Alright, well, let's check our map again. Aha! Okay, so that PDA had the coordinates. And it's near here, so... we now have a plan to scoot back to our fabulous habitat to make the laser cutter. And what else did we learn? Laser cutter, we are definitely going to make that. We have the 2 diamonds, so awesome. Okay, vehicle upgrades. Okay, we learned a whack of new recipes because we learned the vehicle upgrade console, which goes into the Moonpool. And these are all the modules that you can build with the vehicle upgrade console. So Seamoth Depth Module Mark 1, which we already have one of. We found that in the Aurora. This thing, which is nice. Can't really build it because we don't have enough diamonds. Engine efficiency module. We don't know how to make polyaniline yet. Storage module. We can build that. That's why I've been picking up the lithium. This we can build. Because we can make enamel glass that's stalker tooth and regular glass. Can't make that because of polyaniline. I don't normally make the torpedo thingy, and we can't make it because of aerogel. Sonar, we can't make it because of magnetite, and this is prawn suit stuff. Actually, I take that back on the aerogel, because we do know how to make aerogel now, because we picked up one or both of gel sack and ruby. We don't have a ton of gel sacks to spare. We only have 2, I think. So I'm going to want to grow more before we make this aerogel. We also learned how to make polyaniline. Hydrochloric acid. Deep shrooms ×3 and salt. We haven't come across deep shrooms yet, so we can't make polyaniline. And for practical purposes, we can't make aerogel because we need more gel sac. And let's see. Ultra high capacity tank. Lithium ×4 and high capacity. We are going to make one of these. Once we make this, I'm only going to use that. I'm not going to take a second tank with me anymore. It's going to require a little bit of mental retraining to remember that to take serious warnings like 30 seconds means, yeah, get your rear end back to the nearest oxygen source. Because you can't switch tanks, because I'll only have one. But this will be nice to have. This will really boost us up. Be nice to have that, but we can't make it because no magnetite. And we could actually make that, but we can't because it requires this module. Prawn suit we're not worried about. We don't have a prawn suit. Alright, we have learned the existence of the Cyclops submarine. Don't know how to build it. Probably because we picked this up. Let's see. Moonpool. Oh, we definitely want to build that. No problem. Titanium, lubricant, and lead. We can do that. That will be awesome. Thermal plant would be nice, but we don't have magnetite and can't really spare the aerogel at the moment. Vehicle upgrade console. Definitely want to build that. For reasons that will become clear after we build the Moonpool, we don't necessarily need to build this, so we're going to hang on to our rubies for something else at the moment. Alright, so that is our plan. We are going to scoot back to... I'm going to grab one more lithium. There was a lithium hanging up. There's a lithium right there. That fills me up, right? Yes. Oh, I've got 3 gel sacks. Alright. Let's get back to the Fab Hab, and then we're going to come back. We're going to build laser cutter, Moonpool, vehicle upgrade console. We're going to do some vehicle upgrades. And I am going to write a sticky note to myself that we have to come back here and get that time capsule, because I really want to see what's in there. Oh, we have to come back for other reasons. We have to come back here with the laser cutter and get into both this wreck and that wreck over there. And once we have the laser cutter, we also need to take a tour of all of our known wrecks to make sure there are some of these will require the laser cutter, not this one. But of the other ones that we have, several of them will require the laser cutter. So we'll sweep all of them and cut our way in. We also need to go to dry land. There is so much stuff to do now. So we are going to get back to, let's go north. We want to fill in our map. So we are going to go north. There's a giant piece of lead. We are going to go north. And then we are going to go towards our Fab Hab. Being careful not to crash into any of these rocks. Somehow we've crashed into something already.
Welcome aboard, Captain.
Let's head towards the Fab Hab. Filling in our map as we go. Get out of the way, fish. You suicidal son of a gun. You did that on purpose. You crashed into me on purpose. It's part of a plot. Alright. Pedal to the metal. Here we go. Spadefish are really bad news if you run into... Oh, is this... Okay, that was a wreck that was already on our map. And it needs the laser cutter. Yeah, this is the one we found on the way out. There's another door right on that side that needs the laser cutter. So, our goal is laser cutter, Moonpool, vehicle upgrade console, and then build some storage modules for our Seamoth, which is going to be a big advancement. It's going to be awesome. Then we're going to look and see at that point how much time we have left. We are... My timer says about 2 hours and 40 minutes, somewhere in that neighborhood. So we have 20 to 40 minutes left. So I usually go a bit over 3 hours. All right. All right.
Welcome aboard, Captain.
Thank you. I appreciate the welcome home. Well, you know what? Those two that we just put away, let's get them back out and let's build. Let's build another storage bay here, and this is going to be for advanced materials, which is my advancements, which is my catch-all for diamond, lithium, ruby, ruby, organics, and we're gonna put our 3 gel sacks in there for now, and gold goes in here, and we have got a bunch of batteries to change out. 1, 2, 3, 4. So let's see. Sea glide. No. Cut it out. Flashlight. Propulsion cannon. Repair tool. Let's see. This guy and this guy are almost 68, 72. Alright, so these guys should be charged shortly, and then I will swap this one for this guy here. In the meantime, let's have ourselves grab the old Fishmatic 5000, grab ourselves a couple of peepers.
This is Sunbeam. You know Aurora. We're from a little transgov on the far side of Andromeda, and we have a saying there. There's no bad without the good, no good without the bad. Sounds like you tasted a bunch of the former, but that only means you're overdue a whole lot of the latter. Might just be we're in. We're scanning for somewhere to park. We'll be in touch when we find it. Sunbeam out.
Alright, well. Hopefully he doesn't crash into the planet and blow up the ship. I guess we'll cross that bridge when we come to it. And let's see. 1, 2, 3, 4. And there you go. Battery's doing nicely. 99, 98. Wow. Let's see, that is 100, 99. That one should charge up quickly. Oh, I guess it's done already. Nice. And nice. Let's see, 100, 98. And all right, there we go. Laser cutter. Titanium. And oh, battery. Okay, we're carrying our spare. That'll be fine. Cave sulfur. And 2 diamonds. And we can make laser cutter. Laser cutter. Awesome. And that actually is going to go into slot. Thank you. Into slot 7. So 7. That's going to live in 9 for the time being. Alright. Laser cutter drops off of our build list here. Laser cutter. There we go. And we are on to Moonpool, which requires 2 titanium ingots. Each titanium ingot is 10 titanium. We need 20. There should be 20 titanium. So 2 ingots. and 2 lead, and 1 lubricant. And we can now build the Moonpool. Moonpool's purpose is to let you dock the Seamoth or Prawn suit, and you want to build it over slightly deeper water than the rest of your hab, because you need space underneath to maneuver your ship in. And you can build it either in this orientation, the long way facing, being directly away from me, or you can, with the mouse wheel, rotate it so the long way is my left to right. And when you get it in the right position, thank you, game. When you get it in the right position, it'll form a little attachment there to the base. So I'm going to go ahead and build it there, and it even has 2 legs, which ideally would also have seafloor close enough on this side you get 2 more legs. But this actually works even better because you can come zooming through here with your Seamoth and not worry about colliding with legs. So let's park our Seamoth in it. The way the Moonpool works is...
Welcome aboard, Captain.
Thank you. As long as you have power to it, when you get close enough... Alright, well, let's...
After weeks without human contact, it is normal to experience psychological discomfort. Research indicates symptoms may be partly alleviated by adopting a pet or anthropomorphizing an inanimate object.
Okay, before we dock it, let's go ahead and repair. Although, actually, we didn't need to do that. I keep forgetting that. And the way it works is once you get close enough, there's some arms in the ceiling, and they will reach down and pick you up, and then you automatically exit. And while you're docked, the battery will start charging. It was at 40% when we docked it. There you can see 43. So all we have to do is go down.
All systems online.
And then go up again, and it will pick us back up. And once we build the vehicle upgrade console, it will actually display the charge state. So we need copper wire and computer chip. So we need 4 copper. Oh, I hope I have 4 copper. I hope I have 4 copper. We do. So we need 2 copper wire. Gold, and we need 2 table coral, and I can't remember what our table coral status is. None. Alright, let's go grab ourselves some table coral. We will just continue to murder this coral.
Welcome aboard, Captain.
And let's see, that will let us make a computer chip. And then we just need to grab 3 titanium. And get our builder tool out. And there are 6 build sites on the Moonpool. There's 1 on each end, and the one on this end is taken up by this attachment to the rest of the base. There are 2 on each side. Actually, let's... Vehicle upgrade console. There are 2 on each side. There's 1 here, and then there's 1 here. There's this one on the end, and the 2 over here. I'm going to put the vehicle upgrade console here. And it should tell us how the charge status. So that's handy. And if we wedge ourselves behind here and click on this control console, we can change the name, and I'm going to call this Leviathan, because every single playthrough I've done, with the exception of this one so far, fingers crossed, I've had at least one of my Seamoths eaten by a Reaper Leviathan. They treat it like a Reaper chow. Oh, I wonder... Can I fit Reaper chow? Yes, that's even better. Reaper chow. Although, Leviathan chow actually works better because I'm sure the Ghost Leviathans... would eat it just as eagerly. I'm going to leave it on Reaper chow, though, because that's got a better ring to it than Leviathan chow. Reaper chow, yeah, that's how we do it. Reaper chow. Because that's how they treat it, like food. Like a chew toy. Alright, we can also change the color, and I'm going to crank the color saturation up. And let's see, we are going to try to make this as unattractive to Leviathans as possible. So I'm going to make it this horrible glowing green. The name is going to stay in black. The interior is going to be a darker shade of green. There we go. And stripe one is going to be an eyeball searing bright blue, which I'm hoping the Leviathans look at this and go, ugh, I don't want to eat that. There you have it. Introducing the Reaper chow. My sweet little Seamoth. Alright. You also notice in this vehicle upgrade area there is this fabricator, and this is the device that builds all those vehicle upgrades. Alright, there are common modules, which are these storage modules, and we are going to build a couple of those. Actually, I could build as many as 3. Alright, well let's clear our recipes. Let's find vehicle upgrades. Let's see, we don't need that because we've already got one. We can't build that, we don't have enough diamonds. We can't build that, we don't have polyaniline. That we can build. That we can build. Can't build that, don't have polyaniline. Can't build that, don't have magnetite. And don't want to build that. And also can't build that, don't have aerogel. Modification station. We could build this. We could build that because we have 1 diamond left. Don't really... Oh, and I was explaining that once we built the Moonpool, we would see the reason why we don't really need to build this. And that is, I mean, it's the fact that when we dock our Seamoth in here, it charges it. So we aren't going to need to... we're not going to need to carry this backup power cell with us anymore, and we're not going to build a power cell charger in our temporary base because we are almost never going to need to switch these out. Not until we get the Cyclops. Once we have the Cyclops, we definitely will want a power cell charger. But for now, our charging needs are taken care of by the Moonpool. So... let's see about... Oh, we don't have enough copper, do we? Nope, we do not. We cannot build the modification station because we don't have enough copper. I'm going to leave it pinned, otherwise I'll forget about it. I will forget. That's the way I work. Let's see. Otherwise, lithium. How much lithium do I have? I have 8 lithium. I could spare 3, I believe. Alright, and then we need 9. Oh, is that an advanced... Oh, I can't build the solar charger because that needs an advanced wiring kit. The advanced wiring kit needs a wiring kit and a computer chip. So we need 2 copper. We've got 1, so we can't build that right now. So we can build these though. And this isn't such a big deal because we have the Moonpool. We don't have to worry about charging it. It would be nice though if we go on a really long trip that all we have to do is go up near the surface and we can recharge with this. So I do want to get this. It's just not vital at this point. So let's build 3 of those. So we need 9 titanium. And let's hustle back to the upgrade fabricator here and storage module. Storage module. Storage module. Upgrade modules. We're gonna put. Let's see. Let's move that to 5. We're gonna go 1. Hello. And 3. That spots 1 and 3 are here and here. 2 and 4 are the corresponding locations on the other side. So yeah, that's exactly not what I wanted to do.
Welcome aboard, Captain. Systems online.
There you'll notice that if you don't descend out of range, oh, there, it did pick us up. Never mind, it picked us up. And we're gonna go 2. Alright, so we have 3 of these storage modules. Oh, look what I did. I almost fell in the water. Let's store these guys away and... Alright, let's eat, drink. Are we almost out of water again? Oh, I'm reluctant to listen to that message because before we do that, I want to, there's so much to accomplish. I was talking before about how we want to revisit all of these wrecks now that we have the laser cutter, because several of them require the laser cutter to get into. I also want to go back to the Aurora and go into the Prawn Bay. I want to go to the 2 wrecks that are here. I want to go into those, and I want to visit dry land. So I'm going to leave that message sit until we do all of that. And I see by the timer we are right close to 3 hours at this point, so I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to call it a day as far as this episode goes. So I want to thank you all for joining me, and I hope to see you next episode.